But to this text you sent me yesterday by mistake.
Yo, now when I tell you sometimes I do shit that I just find completely comical. I was meaning to text my boy whose name starts with an M as well. And y'all's message threads, I kid you not, were very, 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 very close to each other. So I'm scrolling because I'm also like walking. So I'm just scrolling and I see the M. And so I type the message and send. And me and you had already kind of been talking a little bit throughout the day, just like on some sports stuff. So when I seen you had texted me, I said, "Oh, what the hell are you talking about?" And then
What the hell are you talking about?
and then I opened it and I was like, I didn't even see your message. I read my last message and I was like, well, why the hell will I send that to him? And then I saw your message, bro. I was tripping. Oh man.
I laughed and like my wife looked at me for a second. I was kind of like, "What?" And I was like, "Don't even work," because I was like,
"Oh wait," she like saw the message and was like,
"No, she didn't see the message." Like I just started laughing.
Oh yeah, it was one of them. What
yeah, she was like, "What?" And I was like, "Oh, it's just Darius. I mean, it's just D. Sorry, didn't mean to use your government."
It's all good, brother. How you been, man? How you been?
Oh, I'm great. It's been a good week. I had to buy new tires yesterday. $1,000.
Huh?
$1,000
for new tires?
Yeah.
All four? Brand new set.
All four. Had to replace all four.
What you been doing, Speedy?
I mean, I've had this car for years. My mom had it before that. She sold it to me. Like they took care of it. The tires are just old. Like they had run their course. It was time. So I didn't want it to be yesterday, but I have to go. I have to travel for work tomorrow. And let me tell you, the part of town I'm going to be in, the worst place to get a flat. So I said, change them joints right now.
Speaking of your town, let me tell you something. I was driving around and they got some serious traffic. They got like, I guess there's like they doing some construction or something on that highway.
Everywhere.
Man, when I tell you, I saw the construction coming this way because I was going the opposite way, and I was like, dog, if I was in this traffic, I might get out and walk.
Dog, it's the worst. I have learned.
It's over there by Arthur Ashe, like that. Oof.
They building that up because that's where the new
diamond.
Yeah, that's where the new baseball stadium's going. Mm-hmm. Dog, and everything is over there. That's how you get to Whole Foods. That's how you get to the movie theater. Like that. It's not good.
And shout out to that Zaxby's by the airport because I ain't gonna hold you, the boneless wings and things.
I'm glad you got your fix because I didn't realize that so many closed that early. Like, what kind of chicken joint closes at 9 o'clock?
You know, it didn't close. Hangry Joe's, that spicy ass chicken.
At 9 o'clock on a Saturday, and the chicken joint is closed.
Come on, it's like
what?
Matter of fact, I'm gonna get some more chicken tonight.
You should. You want to know something funny? Thursday at work, I am not going to be at work. I have to go to another location, and they'll throw in this guy a baby shower, a coworker. Like, it's fine. And I wasn't going to attend, right? Like, I'd signed the card, chipped in, congratulations. And then his boss came into my office. They was like, "Oh, you declined. Why are you declining? Like, we're going to have a spread." And I was like, "Oh, what, y'all going to have some cake?" They going to have Lee's chicken, cake, meatballs, a whole spread. I said, "You ain't got to worry. I'll be back. I'll be here."
Are you coming now?
Yeah, I'll make my way back to work for some Lee's chicken.
Listen, there's something. Actually, you know what? My next statement may have been racially charged. Something about when you just invite someone, tell them you got some chicken. I might be. You just start being like, "Hey, but do y'all got hot sauce?" And I was like, "You see, this is why they be stereotyping us." But
hey,
I'll eat that chicken.
Hey, free chicken.
Let me tell you something. Some good Southern fried chicken, dog.
Wear dark colors just in case you get some grease on yourself. I'm wearing all black.
Brother, you be in that thing just breaking it apart, throwing some hot sauce on it. Got to roll your sleeves up.
You know what I'm saying? You got to lean forward when you eat.
And then don't let them have like some potato salad, maybe some macaroni salad, mac and cheese.
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna eat that food, go out my office, and go to sleep for the rest of the day. I swear for Lord.
Knocked out.
We gone.
We gone. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. You already know when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother, Low Steve Mix, of course, joined every Tuesday by the smoothest bald head on the coast, Mr. Danny Ocean. Welcome to episode 199 of Speak On It, presented by the great folks over at Going for Two. Make sure y'all give those great folks a follow. Danny, how we doing today, my brother?
Doing great. I can't get to our fantasy section because comedy. Oh, well, man, that's a little racially charged. Jesus.
So, ladies and gentlemen, going back to our chicken conversation to start this pod, and I promise you, none of this is racially charged. But Danny was talking about those new tires that he got to get. But Bam said, "Tell Danny we got chicken. I bet he will RSVP." That's basically how he said we get him. Shout out, Bam. Can't wait till we get to our fantasy talk. I do have a good question for fantasy, as I specifically in my auction league. I want to get your thoughts on.
Okay.
Bam, brother, I'm glad you paid your dues. I'm glad you paid your dues. Oh, man.
I can't laugh because I'm over. Yeah. I can't laugh either. So.
All right. Starting out in the NFL, ladies and gentlemen, last night we had a pretty damn good Monday night football game, Chiefs and Jags, which kind of concluded a very, very funky week 5 in the NFL, filled with some of the strangest double-digit comebacks I've seen in football games. Let's start last night. The Jags were down 14, came back to beat the Chiefs, who are now 2-3, on the way to a Sunday night football game versus Detroit next week. The Chiefs travel to Duval County, and up 14, Trevor Lawrence comes literally stumbling back to lead the Jags to win. They're calling it the double stumble.
Oh, I like that.
They call it the double stumble. What are your thoughts on that game? And what are your thoughts on the Jags 4-1, Chiefs 2-3? Talk to me.
If I would have told you week 5 that the Eagles and the Jags, or the Jags would have the same record as the Lions, and the Chiefs would have the same record as the Panthers, what would you have said? What would you have said?
Well, I would have looked over here to my notes on the predictions, and I would have said you a damn luck. I don't think I see the Chiefs losing that many games. But guess what? Here's the thing. I went back and looked at. I've been looking at some of my predictions, right? Because remember, I had the Jags as the 4 seed at 10-7.
You did, and it looks like they might clear that.
Yeah, I had the Bills at 12-5 as a 3 seed. I think they're going to clear that. Chiefs, Chargers, and Broncos. Chargers and honestly, the Broncos might be the only one now that I feel comfortable with.
Yeah, man.
I had the Chiefs at 14-3. They are 2-3 right now. You mean to tell me these guys are going to win 12 straight games?
Maybe. I doubt it. Here's the thing for me. It's like, we're so quick to put the fork in the Chiefs and say that they're done. But, man, this really feels like something we've never felt before with a Chiefs team where Patrick Mahomes is at the helm.
Hey, I also said the Ravens would be 13-4. That one.
And their defense.
They're not winning 13.
Their injury report last week looked like the list of cuts that come out during the last day of training camp.
Listen.
Like, they signed CJ GJ today to the practice squad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, man. Like, they hurt. And why you put that man on the practice squad? Just sign him to the active roster. What are we doing here?
He got to learn the system a little bit.
Shit, man. It can't get no worse.
Yeah, hey, they got the system where you just got to – we'll get to the Ravens. But now, here's my thoughts. Trevor Lawrence, is he here?
He might be.
That was a really good win. I started thinking about it. This is probably outside of the playoff comeback. This is probably one of his more impressive games. Probably one of his more impressive wins. I mean, honestly, the Chiefs' defense is normally really, really good. They were just making a lot of mental errors, especially in the last minute. The free kick out of bounds, the offsides penalty when Patty was supposed to get the ball, and then it was like, all right, well, ain't no way I'm getting down to a field goal range now. So,
and the pick six, like the pick six,
yeah,
made
that
all
pick
the
six was
difference.
crazy. Shout out to Devin Lloyd, I believe it was, because that was a crazy play. He just kind of sold it and then kind of drifted underneath, took that thing straight to the house. And Tyquan
You
Thornton's trying.
let a linebacker take one back to the crib, not a DB, not a safety. You let a linebacker house one 99 yards. You gotta be ashamed of yourself, man.
Crazy. All right. Other games in week 5. Eagles and Bills both lose their first game of the season. The Eagles let the Broncos score 18 unanswered. The Bills let the Patriots win on a walk-off touchdown. Who are you more worried about?
I'd be more worried about the Eagles because they still haven't put together a complete game. Like, we've seen the Bills play a complete game. We've seen them play a couple complete games. But for the Eagles, like, it's one half. Like, they can't play two halves back to back that are good. So I would say the Eagles.
I might say the Bills. The Bills can't really stop the run. I don't know if you noticed that.
No, they cannot.
They struggle. The Bills defense needs to do some soul searching a little bit. They got to do some soul searching because
they were missing Ed Oliver Sunday night,
which I know is a big defensive interior presence. So hopefully once he gets back, they were do it. But listen, they ain't been good against the run all year, and I can tell you right now, if this is the year Patty and them don't win the division and instead are a wild card team, and they do some stuff like have to travel to Buffalo, I promise you, run the football. That's how they're gonna beat them. So
if the Bills don't make it to the Super Bowl in a year where the Chiefs look down and the Ravens are injured, the Josh Allen conversation is going to get extremely loud. Like, this is the year. Who in the AFC can challenge them? Joe Burrow's gone. Lamar's hurt. The Chiefs are down. Like, who is the Jags? Like, who is there to challenge the Bills? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is there to, like, really challenge the Bills?
Listen, the Colts, they're not a bad team. Colts are like they're pretty legit.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, out of, the core four that everyone picks as the best quarterbacks, Josh is the only one standing. If Josh can't look across the sideline and beat Daniel Jones, hey, dog, I ain't got nothing.
Team sport.
Huh?
It's a team sport.
I know wins aren't a QB stat, but for some reason when they win, we give it to the QB. Like, if we come to January and we're talking about, man, Josh Allen really looked bad against the Colts in the divisional round.
The Colts are a good team, though.
The Colts are a good team, and they run the ball really well. Like, Jonathan Taylor leads the league in rushing. But I'm saying, like, if you're Josh Allen, if you can't get over the Colts or the Broncos at home in the divisional round, buddy.
Going back to the Bills, what were your thoughts on the Stephon Diggs revenge game? He had them in that locker room playing NBA YoungBoy after the game. I knew he was ready for this one.
Here's the thing, though. Diggs asked for a trade out of it, right? Like, he wanted out. It wasn't like the Bills did anything to him. Like, this is you breaking up with your ex, with your girl, and then stunting on her new man. It's like, you left her. You didn't leave her.
Well, maybe he said that's different.
That's
he
different.
Said right foot G, left foot. Yo, Stephon, hey, do you know he was the first wide receiver since like Julian Edelman with back-to-back 100-yard games for the Patriots?
No, I did not know that. Jesus Christ. Patriots fans, what have y'all been watching?
Some bullshit.
Julian Edelman has had a podcast for 2 years.
You know what I'm saying? Speaking of the Patriots, they might have one. This Drake Maye guy, he might be something.
was not familiar with Drake Maye's game.
What's funny is I have one undefeated fantasy football team left after this past week, and it was a team. So my original QB was Jaden Daniels because I'm trying to. That's my QB. Anytime I get a chance, that's my guy. Well, he was hurt for a few weeks, so I just randomly picked up Drake Maye just like on the fly. Just needed a backup QB, and Drake Maye just gets busy for them weeks. And then I was like, oh snap, the Patriots might be something. And then Sunday Night Football this past week happened, and I was like, oh yeah, Drake Maye. Now, sort of like same thing with like Jaylen Brown and always going to the left. Drake Maye and rolling out to his right. We're just gonna have to, Caitlin Clark and go into her left. Once defenses realize all we gotta do is stop him from rolling to the right, eventually, now we gotta see what else we can do. But he's good.
That's what Todd Bowles did to Jalen Hurts.
I like Drake Maye brand of football. Like I like his brand of football.
And it fits New England.
It does fit New England. He does give mad bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He definitely drinks a lot of Dunkin'.
Oh yeah. Kyle, we're gonna get there later in our fantasy section. What's good, Kyle? Let's go back to the NFC. Are we sure the Bucs aren't the best team in the NFC? I mean, they are finding ways to win games. They are the one-score game kings of this year, it seems like. The Chiefs were that team last year. The Bucs are that team, it seems, this year. Listen, man, Baker, he got the boys out there playing.
Because that's what the Commanders did last year, right? Like, these are the Commanders of this year, always winning the tight one-score games. At some point, you're not going to be able to come back. Like the Bucs and the Eagles game, right? At some point, it's going to catch up to you, but they're still fun to watch, man. Like, that game, that was the game of the week. Like, that Bucs-Seahawks game, that's red zone just kind of should have just put it in the corner because they were always just going back to that game because they were just going up and down the field.
Jackson Smith-Njigba versus Emeka Egbuka.
The best draft pick of my life was Emeka Egbuka.
It's pretty good. Listen, it's okay. The Bengals, Raiders, and Jets all continue to look worse and worse and worse. They all lose convincingly. So I want to ask you something, my brother. How do these teams continue to have faith for the rest of the season? Where do you look to for hope if you are the Bengals, the Raiders, and the Jets? I will say the Bengals did trade for Joe Flacco today. So there we go, Bengals.
Yeah, and also if you're a Bengals fan, like, your hope is in Joe Burrow, right? Like, I think if I were a Bengals fan, I would say to myself, yeah, this season is a wash, but we still got Joe Burrow. You still got one of the core four.
Should I go back to my favorite meme of all time?
What's that?
Up top, Penei Sewell, Joe Burrow, throwing ball. What Bengals chose? No Penei Sewell, defensive end in face. Joe Burrow throw to incomplete to Jamar Chase. Listen, Bengals, I don't know what you think Joe Flacco is about to do, but the league has seen Joe Flacco. Y'all have no offensive line, Joe. But that is why I didn't. Shits and grins were trying to trade for Chase Brown earlier today. I'm so glad now I didn't trade him, nor was I going to anyway, because he about to go back to being a check down king with Chase Brown. He's either going to Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Chase Brown.
Well, here's the thing with Joe, though, right? And Bam saying that Flacco's just going to sling it. Yeah. Like, did you see that go ball Jake Browning threw from his end zone Sunday against in that game? Did you see what it looked like? That's when they decided to trade for it. Because at least Joe can throw it still. He hasn't lost his arm. At least that throw looks a lot better coming from Joe.
Let me tell you something. Jake Browning, you lied.
Yes, you did. And you got paid for it, though.
You got paid to lie sometimes. The Raiders.
9 interceptions in 5 games.
Geno Smith, at some point, we just got to. Listen, when I think I told you last week, take the bet, Geno Smith to throw 1+ interception. Bet it again.
Better to just keep going. Now it's going to be like 2.5. Like the line's going to be 2.5.
What about the Jets? They're also winless.
I mean, you're the Jets. I feel like Jets fans are used to this.
They're used to stinking like this?
Yes. Over the course of your life, the only Jets teams that have been good are the Sanchez Jets his first 2 years. And I think I'm missing one Jets team after that.
Yeah. Oh man, poor Jets. They in hell right now. They be out there crying.
That God gave his toughest tests, his toughest battles to Jets fans.
And Aaron Glenn, that poor brother, he up there. You think he's a man of faith?
If he not, you got to take that Jets job. You got to love Jesus.
Nah, I know you was about to say shit. If he not, he better be one.
Yeah, he better be one. Because let me tell you something, dog. You got to hear from. I got to hear from Jesus directly. Take the Jets job, son. Like I need him to say, I don't need a burning bush. I need him to split the sky, pause time, and say, take the Jets job, son.
Hey, boy.
Oh, Kyle, you're right. They were Rex Ryan's Jets. He gave us the best Hard Knocks moment ever.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get a goddamn snack.
Oh, man. Listen, Jets play the Broncos in London this Sunday, so God bless.
Get your rest.
Speaking of games in London, the Browns got close versus the Carson Wentz experience and the Minnesota Vikings. First off, let's talk about that Carson Wentz experience. Let me tell y'all something. I think Carson Wentz is probably one of the funniest football players to watch. This is I just feel like when I was watching the game, my reactions were, oh, okay. Or, what the hell?
He still can't set his feet to make the easiest throws on the planet. He's still throwing off his back foot on a fucking slant. Like, dog, just plant your feet. You making this so much harder than it has to be.
You triggered from them Eagle days.
Like,
wait, can you talk to me about the game when you knew Carson Wentz, like, he got to go?
Seahawks playoff game when Jadeveon Clowney knocked him out. Like, he was concussed. And I was like, man, I don't know how much more this man can take.
How bad was he before he got knocked out?
He was okay. But, like, that concussion, it was like, oh, Jesus. And then the other one, I don't forget which one happened first, but that back injury. Like, he had a back injury, and he came back against the Colts. It was raining, and they won. But I remember, like, I don't know, dog. I don't know. I don't want my quarterbacks having back problems. I never heard someone say I used to have a bad back.
Good point. Speaking of, what about the Browns? What do you think about Dylan Gabriel?
I think he looked exactly what you thought he would be. But if you're the Browns, you go in that locker room. How the fuck did we lose to Carson Wentz?
Wentz?
Like, Jim Schwartz had to be like, how the fuck?
Now, hold on. Bam said you used to talk about Carson Wentz like Dirk Nowitzki.
I did. Yes, I did. I mean, you saw Carson before the knee injury, even the year after.
I mean, he was cool.
He was second in MVP voting.
He was cool.
And Kyle, you're right. I'm thinking about those Fitzpatrick Jets, to go back to what you were thinking about. Yes.
What, Brandon Marshall?
Yeah.
You just know they was crazy as hell together.
I can't imagine being in a locker room with Brandon Marshall. Like, the things he says on camera, it's like, damn, you really think that? Like, can you imagine what he be saying when there's no camera and he comfortable?
You think he said some off the wall shit?
I don't want to find out.
What do you feel about stinky team shootouts?
It's entertaining.
Dolphins, Panthers. I believe the Dolphins were up 14 or 17-0 and still found a way to lose that game. Shout out to Darren Waller. And the Luchadors, let me tell you something. that team in my redraft league, we're staying afloat.
Hey, Darren Waller won it for me in Dynasty this week.
There you go. He's just such a big body.
And in Tua, there's no Tyreek Hill. He's easy to find in the red zone. A lot easier to find than Jalen Waddle, I'll tell you that much.
Hey, Jalen Waddle, he gonna get it together. Don't do that.
I mean, he gonna get busy. He got busy Sunday. I'm just saying, like at the 5-yard line, I know Darren over there.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, like he's
Jalen Waddle's tall. He's gonna beat his man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He's fast.
That's a crazy line.
Oh, stop it. The Lions rolling. They beat up on the Bengals. Mm-hmm. Do you believe the Lions are legit? Are they the best team in the NFC, you think?
I don't think they're the best team in the NFC, but who have they beaten, right? Like the one true team they played, the Packers, they lost. And who have they played since then? They played the Bengals. Oh, let's look up the Lions' schedule.
The Ravens.
And the Bears. Hey, man, and they're going to get a Chiefs team that's down. And then they play the Bucs. They play the Bucs on the 20th. Let's see. Because the Bucs have a good defense. I'm not saying that. I think the Lions are the second best team in the NFC.
I still like the Packers, but we're going to see.
I had a bye this week, so.
Jaden Daniels returned back to Southern California, and the Commanders beat the Chargers. That was one of my picks.
Yeah, without Terry McLaurin.
What are your thoughts about the Commanders?
Hey, man, see what happened? Jaden wanted them ones. Man. They led that 99-yard drive. That's what the greats do. That's what great teams do. They choke you out.
So Jaden entering that boy nice category?
Oh, he was there last year. Just cementing that boy nice.
Okay, I just had to make sure.
Oh, no. Like, I've been a fan of Jaden since last year. Oh, no. This is not a Jaden because he played for the Commanders. I thoroughly enjoy watching Jaden Daniels.
It's a fun time.
And it also shows what it means when you get one of them ones, what can happen.
Now, games that are not fun times. Imagine being up 18 and losing on a field goal after you had a player drop the ball before the one.
Did you see how much the Cardinals fined Jonathan Gannon for slapping that man in the chest twice?
$100,000.
$100,000. What did he say? Because you don't he must have said
he probably listen, he's probably speaking that football stuff. He's supposed to say, hey, you took money off 10 other people's plate doing some bullshit thinking you want to be fucking cool.
How do you drop the ball? Like, how many times do we need to see this? It happened last week to the Colts. How many times, like, especially for players who don't see the end zone a lot? Yeah. Dog, I'd be holding them up with two hands. I'd be holding it to the kick the extra point, and I can confirm that the touchdown was good.
You would be holding what with two hands?
The football.
Okay. What was crazier? The fumblerooski for a touchdown? Or you remember a few years ago when Kyler Murray had that game-winning Hail Mary throw to DeAndre Hopkins?
Hail Marys are always more impressive. Okay. Because the accuracy.
They fumbled the ball into the end zone and got a touchdown after an interception.
Yep. Hail Marys are still more impressive. Okay. Anyone could jump on a fumble. It takes skill to throw a ball accurately 50-plus yards.
Kyle says Jaden Daniels is the top 5 QB in the NFL.
I would say 7 for sure. 5 is hard.
I'm not going to disagree. Lastly, before we get out of Week 5 of the NFL, we got to send a congratulations. Spencer Rattler, you got your first win. Which means congrats to Kellen Moore.
Spencer has been on the cusp for weeks now. Like I said, a couple weeks ago, he slipped on 4th down and couldn't gather his bearings. He finally did it. And, of course, the 1 week I sit Rashid Shaheed, he pops a 70-yard touchdown. I was hot Because if I had lost,
Forever.
If I had lost, it would have been because I didn't start. I put in the dude from Arizona, D. Mercado, over Shaheed.
That's what he did. He got to go around.
He was like, "Nah, I don't want this. You take it." And also, fumbling as an offensive player out of the back of the end zone, making that a touchback for the other team, stupid rule.
That's a good rule.
Stupid rule.
Bam says he's getting off. He's logging off when we talk fantasy. Do you agree? I think you should say, Bam. Let's have that talk.
Bam. Let's have that talk.
Speaking of last week in the NFL, our pick'em. So we both chose the Jets to win. Obviously, they lost to the Cowboys. We both chose the Saints, Colts, Broncos, Texans, and Lions to all win. Shout out to I called the Thursday night game. I had Vikings over Rams.
Yep.
You called the London game, Vikings over Browns.
Yep.
You also called the Titans getting their first win. I had the Bucks going on the road, beating the Seahawks. I also had the Commanders beating the Chargers.
Yep.
And then I also had Duval holding it down for Jacksonville. So all in all, I mean, I believe last week I went 9-5 and you went 7-7. So you are 32, 29-1, and I am 35, 26-1.
Okay.
Separated by about 3 games.
We
got some more to pick, brother. Starting Thursday night, the Big Apple. Your Eagles travel to New York City to take on Jackson Dart. Who you got, brother?
I got the Eagles, but this game is going to be closer than people think. I think the Giants have the best D-line in football. The Eagles' offensive line is banged up, and they have not been playing well this year. I think this game is going to be ugly until the end. I do not think it's going to be one of those games where third quarter the Eagles up 30.
Divisional games are always tough. They're always way closer than you think. The Eagles only traveling 3 hours up the road. They might mess around and drive.
Oh, yeah, they always drive.
Oh, there you go.
I think.
But listen, they're pissed off and they're looking at the Giants and looking at Saquon. And they know this is a revenge game. Give me the Eagles on this one. I like the Eagles on this one. Let's talk about that London game. Broncos versus Jets. Aaron Glenn still searching for that first win. The Broncos coming off the big victory versus the Eagles. Who do you got?
Give me the Jets to get their first win of the season.
Listen, I think this Broncos defense is legit. I think they're going to put Patrick Surtain on Garrett Wilson. Give me the Broncos. I like
Big Mason Taylor game.
Big Mason Taylor game. I like that. Cardinals versus Colts.
I want to pick the Cardinals so bad, but I'm not a fool. Give me Colts.
Colts, they've been beating the shit out of the bad teams. I'm going to go with the Colts.
Oh, I thought you were about to say, and the Cardinals are not a bad. I was like, brother.
I'm going to go with the Colts. Chargers versus Dolphins in South Florida.
If Hampton was healthy, I'd say Chargers by a mile. I'm still going to take the Chargers, though. Mike McDaniel, congratulations. You're going to be a consultant for the Eagles in the next 3 weeks.
Stop. Don't do that.
Happy for you, brother.
I like the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins on this one. I think the Dolphins get a good win. And listen, I think they're just getting people back. I like the Chargers.
Okay.
Patriots coming off the big win versus Buffalo versus the Saints.
Give me the Patriots, especially in the dome.
Saints ain't got a win yet, do they?
They won last week. Spencer Rattler got his first win last week, remember?
Oh, yeah. I'm so used to them losing.
Yeah, so are they.
Trap game. I'm going to go with the Saints on this one.
Okay, who do the Patriots have next week?
I'm not sure, honestly.
Okay.
Not sure off the top of my head. Browns versus Steelers.
Oof. Joe Flacco First game. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Dylan Gabriel against the Steelers defense. And the Steelers are coming off a bye, right? They were off last week, right?
Yes, they were on a bye.
Yeah, give me the Steelers.
The Steelers, Pittsburgh. Listen, Browns, I'm not taking you to win your first game this week. I'm not doing that. We're gonna keep waiting. Kevin Stefanski, keep working on Dylan Gabriel. Maybe we might see Shedeur Sanders. Next one, Cowboys and Panthers. This is a revenge game for Rico Dowdle, who just went for over 200 yards in the last game. They might hold Chuba Hubbard out. Give me the Panthers on this one at home.
I'm going to take the Cowboys because they just find a way to score 35 plus points a week, and I don't know if the Panthers have anything to stop them. I think the Cowboys defense will have an easier job stopping the Panthers offense, and the Panthers defense does having stopping the Cowboys offense.
That's a great point. That is a great point. Back to Duval County. This time the Jags host the Seahawks.
Is that a 1 o'clock game? Let's see. It is a 1 o'clock game. Give me Duval. That is literally one end of the country to the other end.
Mike McDonald has had a pretty good record on the road in his time.
Even the 1 o'clock, because you know how the West Coast teams struggle with the 1 o'clock games. Flying from Washington State to Florida.
I've done it before. Give me the Seahawks. They have a better record.
Played an NFL game before.
Give me the Seahawks. Do you think that?
No, I've done that before.
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
If I can do it, you can too, brother. Rams versus Ravens. Do you believe the Ravens beat the Rams this week?
Fuck, Sean McVay about to eat. I'm starting Matt Stafford in our redraft league, looking for my first one.
It's not a bad idea. Titans versus Raiders.
Mid versus mid, but at least Cam Ward is good. Titans, congratulations. You're going to be on what people call a winning streak.
Yeah, I'm going with the Titans too. I think at some point, the Raiders got to accept that they are not a good football team. We got to do some soul.
I think they've already accepted that they're not a good football team.
Touche. Bengals versus Packers.
So we'll get into this in the fantasy section because I have a start-sit question between Matt Stafford and Jordan Love. But buddy, Matt LaFleur has had a whole week to plan for this awful Bengals defense. Dog, this game. I hope this isn't the Sunday afternoon game. I hope this is not a primetime game because if it is, we're going to hear that message very early. So we're going to take you out to such and such to a more competitive game because this is going to be a blowout.
Yo, I always hate that. It's like, nah, keep it right here. I'm not trying to leave. Give me the option.
You are the only the fan base who's blowing the other team out is the only fan base who wants that.
You're taking the Packers too?
Yeah, I'm taking the Packers.
They just look pitiful without Joe Burrow. I'm sorry.
Joe Flacco's not going to change anything.
He's not.
Not enough to win.
Niners versus Bucks.
This should be the Sunday afternoon game. I want to say the Bucks because I trust Baker.
I'm trying to do some thinking.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Even when I think about it.
This is a good one.
Because the Niners, you saw them. I told you last week, the Niners give teams fits, even though, listen, they're working behind Shanahan's system. Yep. Mac Jones is who they thought they were getting when they picked Trey Lance at third, but I digress.
I think he's 6 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Mm-hmm. And now Brock Purdy's going to come back. Eventually, the receivers will start getting healthy. The Niners are going to get healthy soon. I'm going to take the Bucks, though.
I am with you. For me, I trust Baker more than I trust Mac Jones, and that's the only difference.
Sunday Night Football, Lions versus Chiefs.
It's in Arrowhead, but I think we forget that the Lions have been into Arrowhead and beaten the Chiefs before. They did it week 1 after the Chiefs won their first Super Bowl.
Yep.
And I think they can do it again. This Chiefs defense, I don't know how you handle all these offensive weapons in Detroit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm taking the Lions on this one. I think the Lions are gonna handle the boys nicely. We got a double header on Monday night. Bills and Falcons, Bears versus Commanders, rematch of last year's Hail Mary game.
I hate the doubleheader Monday night games.
They're
Especially with 2 East Coast teams. Like, it's one thing when one team is in the West Coast. Like, both of these teams are in the same time zone. It's a terrible idea, but I'm going to take the Bills. Josh Allen is upset, and there's no better place to take out your frustration than on the Falcons.
Sorry, I'm trying to do some more thinking about this last one. Listen, all right. After watching the Bills run defense, they got a dog that they about to see on that other side.
Yes, they do.
Bijan.
Oh, yeah, you picking an upset?
Brother, ever since I drafted Bijan Robinson in our redraft league, the things he has done.
He gets busy.
The thing is, the Falcons aren't the best rushing team. Bijan just nice. And he's probably like, one would say he might be their best receiver too.
Yes, because Drake London, as someone who drafted Drake London in redraft, well, they were on their bye last week. The week before the bye, he got busy. But before that,
listen, do you remember last year when the Falcons beat the Bucks in that primetime game?
Yes.
Give me the Falcons in this one.
All right, upset special. I'm taking the Bills. They're still the Falcons to me, man. They're still the Falcons.
He don't see the vision, y'all. He don't see the vision.
I do not.
What about the Hail Mary rematch game?
It's going to be closer than people think, but I trust Jaden Daniels more than I trust Caleb.
You don't see, brother. See,
but at the same time, it's like Ben Johnson has had a week. But the thing for the Commanders is their weakness is their run defense, and DeAndre Swift ain't scaring nobody.
See? Commanders all the way for me. Hail to the Commanders.
No, thank you. You were here too long. You know, let them get inside your blood.
Oh man. Remember, you are 32-29-1. I am 35-26-1. I had a pretty good week last week.
Yeah, you had a real great week last week. I need to mount some sort of a comeback, but I don't know how I can because we're usually on the same page except for one.
You got to start picking more upsets then.
Well, I picked the Jets. I don't know if I picked the fucking Jets, man.
We both did.
No, you picked the Broncos.
You're right. I did pick the Broncos. Sorry. Some upsets I don't have the guts to pick. Sometimes you do though. You know what? Give me the Raiders. Give me the Raiders.
Really? They overcome a multi turnover game from Geno.
Give me the Raiders.
Okay.
Give me the Raiders. Mm-hmm. All right. So I told you I joined Kyle's auction league, and that's the league where we had to kind of bid on players and whatnot. And I told you I felt like I had a really good class of I think I went and signed a really good team. Mm-hmm. So Kyle let everyone know that as of this week, we are now eligible to extend some of our players.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, of course. So I'll kind of show you. I want to get your thoughts here.
Oh man, this sounds like a lot of fun. Bam's in this league too, right? This is the one he's good in.
Yeah, well, he's somewhat good. He already lost to the boy. All right. So my cap is about 267, and I got about 11 million in cap space right now. I'm not feeling too well. But look at the guys that I got locked in right now that I don't have to worry about, extending. This guy right here, MVP. You know what I mean? Look at this right here. I got these guys for 2 years. So next year, I got to think about it. But look at this. I have Joe Mixon on the roster. It's a 1-year deal. I need to get this money off the book, so I got money to re-sign one of these guys next year.
100%.
I think I'm gonna re-sign one and put the franchise on the other. We'll figure that out.
And then you're gonna lose the money for the Estime. You know, and Kenny.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose the money on Estime. Kenneth Gainwell signed last week, so even though he was on bye, I went and signed him. I liked him as a flex option.
100%.
Elick Ayo Manor, if I could, I mean, he would. Here's who I'm thinking about extending: Quentin Johnston. I got him on a 1 year, basically a league minimum.
Mm-hmm.
My other option, look at these two studs that I got locked in.
Yeah,
absolute stud. This might be a steal of a deal. This Puka deal might be a real steal.
Looks like it.
So the people I'm thinking about extending that I want to get your thoughts on.
Mm-hmm.
Quentin Johnston. Remember, he's on a league minimum, so I don't know what he's looking for in the extension, but I think based off his play, he might deserve a solid one. Or Chris Olave. I got him at a 1 year, $16.5 million deal. He's pretty good. Everyone else, I'm like, I feel like Travis Hunter, he's obviously someone I wish I could keep, but I feel like I might have to drop him and see what happens, see if I can bring him back. But right now I'm thinking either Quentin Johnston or Chris Olave, but who knows? You got guys like Harold Fanning Jr. Maybe, he's proven to not be bad. So
question: when you hit extend, is it automatically extend at market value, or are you allowed?
No, I think it shows what the negotiating offer. So let's look what it is for Quentin Johnston right now.
Okay.
Would be as 4 years, 162 million.
Oh, hell no. He is only week 5. Hell no. What about Chris?
2 year 36, which would be 18.
Which is kind of the same. So what was Chris again?
Chris right now, he's at a 1 year, 16.5.
I mean, Quentin Johnston, yeah. So the average is 18.2 million. What happens if you extend Quentin Johnston?
Quentin Johnston is 4. I got him at a league minimum.
Yeah. So look at that average. 40 million a year.
Like now we gotta look at what they making. Look at what Puka and Jettas are making.
Yeah, like he'll be making Puka money. Boy, they lucky these ain't real people, because if Quentin Johnson was making 40 million and I'm Puka and I'm making 40 million, no sir, extend me right now.
Well,
I wouldn't be mad at Chris Olave. It's just 18 million per year for 2 years, so you have him at 3 years at an annual value of probably 19 million, which is still in that 16.5, 19-20 average.
What's the chat saying?
Nothing. The chat hasn't said anything yet. I would be. So Cal just said if you click extend, it'll show the amount for each player. I'd be okay with Olave for 2 years at 18 million per, on top of what he's making now.
It's not bad. Quentin Johnston's asking for a lot. I believe Kyle, and correct me if I'm wrong, don't these like fluctuate throughout the year? So like if Quentin Johnston maybe starts monking it up a little bit, couldn't this number come down?
I would assume so if it can go up. That's why I say I'm okay with the Chris Olave, right? Because right now he's okay, but what if the Saints get a good quarterback, like a decent quarterback play? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hold on.
For curiosity, let's see what Harold Fanning would ask for. 4 for 27. That's 6.
Okay, so that's 8. That's 6 a year. Hold on. So go back to Chris Olave, because now I'm really intrigued. So he's at 16.5.
Mm-hmm. 1 year deal, just a 1 year deal. So this is the total value, and this is how much the salary is this year.
Right.
I mean, yeah.
And then
here's the salary for next year.
And then what would he want if you extended him again?
Who? Chris Olave?
Olave.
2 extra years.
36.
Extension starting next year, so it would be a 2 year, 36.5, which is 18 a quarter.
So his average value over the next 3 years would be 17.6 million, including this year. So it's just an extra million per year for Chris Olave. That's not.
And you got to think, I'm 100% dropping Joe Mixon after this season. I'm committed to, I'm gonna see if he play again this season, but Joe Mixon won't be on my roster next year. So, I might get some of this money back.
Yeah, Cal said writing all the extensions out so you can see them all.
Okay,
that's a good idea.
Let me do that right now. I can do that.
But I would say, looking at the Chris Olave deal, the annual average is only was this 16. It's only $1.1 million extra if you sign now.
Yeah. Let's look at Travis Hunter, just out of curiosity. Travis Hunter would want 2 over 25, 12 and a quarter. So Kyle says they might fluctuate, but sometimes they don't. So Quentin Johnson wants that money because he's saying he's having a good year.
Yeah, he wants to cash in now, which I'm not mad at. But $40 million, Jesus.
I'm not mad at either. If you look at some of his stats,
who would? I guess the question is, would you prefer Chris Olave? Yeah, he gets hurt, and adding that extra 1.1 million over the next 3 years to extend him, or Quentin Johnson, who's had 5 good games. So Kyle said he said he knows there's an algorithm that calculates these contracts, but he can't figure out the logic in some of them.
Yeah, some of these don't make sense. Let's look at Zach Ertz.
Drop that heat. Yeah. 16. Nah, dog. Go on about your business.
Go about your business. Troy Franklin, what you asking for? 2 years, 18 million.
Oh shit. Yeah.
It's not bad.
That's not. Oh man.
Because he's getting better.
Yeah. Like the Troy and the Chris Olave feel like smart decisions. What Juju want? Okay. He understand.
Elick, what you looking for?
Okay. A little high.
This might not be bad because I feel like he is gonna be good.
Yeah, I was like, it's not bad.
Yeah. But some of these studs that I got locked up, I mean,
let me add, what does Joe Mixon want? $100,000. Shit. Bye, Joe.
Joe Mixon out his damn mind.
Joe is on crack.
Cocaine. How about I was getting ready to drop Joe Flacco, and then I was like, nah, I'm gonna keep him, and now he might be. I'm not bringing him back next year. But look at this value.
Man, this is steal. What the hell does Jalen Milroe want? Oh, okay, 4 for 2.
So I'm gonna write them all down, but Chris Olave, that asking price. The Quentin Johnson one, I want to think. Now I know how Jerry feels. I got to think on that one.
Yeah, like I said, I'd be okay with the Olave one, and the what was the other receiver? Troy Franklin. Those two, like Olave.
Harold Fannin wasn't bad either.
That wasn't bad either.
It is a tight end premium league.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I wouldn't be mad with that either, especially if he get busy with Joe this weekend.
How did you do overall in fantasy?
I went 2-1. So I'm still winless in your redraft league. It's funny now. I'm starting to lean into the bit. Like if I have to pay someone half of someone's dues next year, that's fine. I've just never had luck like that in the league. The charity league I'm in dominated, and I won in redraft. Again, just putting this roster together, trying to be creative, trying to find creative solutions, really leaning into the tight end premium of the league. A lot of my flexes are tight ends who get a lot of targets, and I feel like that strategy has worked since my running back room is trash. All of my running backs are on
IR. Listen, I'm at a point now. Listen, we knew last week when we knew last week when we lost Malik Neighbors, it was going to be tough, real tough. And look, the Las Vegas Horned Ducks. This is why you have to win. This is why you got to win when. You got to win when you can, man. It's gonna make me sick. I couldn't win the chip last year. This team this year, they just look a little. Hurt.
My team. You lost your big boy. Like you lost Malik.
Big boys. I lost Malik Neighbors. Mike Evans is out. Jatavian Sanders is out. JJ McCarthy's out. Khalil Shakir hasn't really been performing like he did last year. Tajay Spears didn't really do much, so we are. a good thing I have my assets in my draft picks. I have all my draft picks this year. So if this is a year where, maybe because some injuries, but we got to get our guys. There's still a lot of football left to be played. I look at, I'm talking about the Dynasty League, the Dynasty League that we're in together. Overall, though, I went 4-5 this week. Can you believe this is the first week I had a negative record?
This is the first time you've gone.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So I lost in that auction league that I was just showing you about the extension. I lost in. I'm down to just one undefeated team now.
Okay, that's still impressive because this week
5-0. 5-0. This team right now. What's crazy is I knew on draft day that this team was something. This undefeated team, this one I got left, I knew it was something. Let me read you just some names. Jaden Daniels is my quarterback. Drake Maye is my backup, like I was saying. Then there's Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, Jahmyr Gibbs, Javonte Williams. I picked up Darren Waller. I got Cortland Sutton, Tony Pollard, Brian Thomas Jr., Omarion Hampton, JCM, Bill Merritt. Good team.
Speaking of Garrett Wilson, I want to bring this to the group because in our Dynasty League, what's that guy named MCV Gators, whatever?
Darius.
The other Darius. He has Garrett Wilson. So I reached out to him and I said, hey, I'll give you my 2026 first and a 2027 third for Garrett Wilson. And he was like, at first he made it sound like I was trying to lowball him. Like I was out here offering shit trades. Like, is that a shit trade? Because to me, that felt like a fair starting point. Like at the end, he came around and was like, okay, yeah, I see it. Because I started taking screenshots of mock trades I've seen for Garrett Wilson. And the foundation was a first and a third.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I was just like, I know that wasn't a shitty trade offer.
I think it just kind of depends on where you land.
Because he said, I want young players. Because we've talked before. And he's like, I want young players or picks. I was like, I don't have many young players, but I got picks. So Achilles said that's a bad offer and it's a low ball. A first and a third for Garrett Wilson.
I mean, might need a little bit more meat.
That was the starting point. Like, I'm not going to come out and offer the house. Like, that's just the foundation.
Why not offer the house? Listen, I don't even know if I really want to. I'm at a point now where do I even want to make trades or do I just want to ride this season out and just?
But you have all the assets in the world.
Huh?
All the assets in the world.
I have all three of my picks this year, all three of my picks next year. Then I have Bam's third in 2028, plus all of my picks. So I don't know if it really behooves me to really try to trade out of this because I do got some assets, and if I get into the consolation bracket, I have a good chance of winning it just based off the players I have.
That's true.
But also, I need some of my players to step up. I need some young guys to step up. Khalil Shakir, Chase Brown, Tajay Spears, where you at?
Oh, Tajay. Where you at? So Achilles said the first is a dice roll, and that's what he said. And I was like, I understand that 100%. But that, again, that was just the baseline to see how he was feeling. Cal, you and I are both 3-0 since we made that trade. Been undefeated since. We on the up and up, dog. Like that tight end premium has saved my ass a lot. Dalton Kincaid has finally shown. I've almost traded him 4 times, but it didn't work out, and I am thankful.
And now look at him.
Mason Taylor, another elite draft pick. Told you this draft class might be the foundation to a championship. All of them are hitting. All of them are hitting.
Yeah, I'm just listen.
Bam.
And then in my other dynasty league where I'm El Campione, reigning El Campione. I'm fighting the injury bug. Like this team had Tyreek Hill on it. He's out. I also have George Kittle. He's been out basically since week 1.
How I know.
I mean, listen, dog. I'm just fighting to stay put right now. But here's the thing. Last week in this league, I scored 176 points and lost.
Damn. Them be the worst.
Yeah, no, I'm still confused. That team, I won a championship, but this team is good. It's just, I don't know.
Bam.
We got to figure it out.
Bam. Come get Spencer Rattler, Daniel Jones. I ain't going to rip you off, man. You can't tank in this league. You have to be competitive. The consolation bracket was designed so that you can't tank your way to the #1 overall pick.
Man, y'all stop entertaining Greg in them trades, man.
Yeah, please don't.
Stop entertaining Greg in them trades, man.
Okay, so Cal, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, go ahead. I ain't taking one.
So Cal added some. So Greg and Keely, Kyle added some more perspective to the Garrett Wilson trade. He said that was the price for Devontae Smith, which I traded for first, which feels too much for Smith, but this is the other side of the pendulum more now. Garrett Wilson is worth more than 1 first and a third. That is fair. Okay, I understand. So thank y'all for that. Bam. I promise you I'm not going to ask a lot for Spencer Rattler. Come grab him. You got to be competitive in this league.
Bam, hold on to all you got's a 3rd round pick, Bam. So you should be trying to fight to get up in the draft.
But what is he gonna? All he got is King Henry, T.J. Hawkinson. Well, he has T. Higgins. He has Alvin Kamara. Bam, I'll give you a 2nd round pick for T. Higgins. I'm not selling off my team, and I'm keeping my picks. All right. You did not go to the GM school of high roads.
He don't have many picks, so unless he's getting a haul, he don't. You know what I mean? I feel it, Bam. Listen, in the NCAA world, listen to this. UCLA won their first game of the season versus Penn State. James Franklin, count your days, brother. Count your days. Texas loses in Gainesville versus Florida. I 100% saw that one coming. Cincy beat Iowa State to give the Cyclones their first loss of the season.
Yep.
Bama gets their revenge game from Vandy last year. Remember when Nick Saban said the easiest place in the SEC to play was Vanderbilt, and they were like, "Oh shit! Oh really?"
Did you see what old boy said this week from Vanderbilt? The quarterback from Vanderbilt, what he said about Bama this week. Before, early in the week, Bama heard. I think he said something like, "If we as in Vanderbilt play our best ball, it will be a blowout. Bama doesn't stand a chance." And then they beat his ass all afternoon. That was Nick Saban's Bama team.
He didn't. They said they heard that shit you said, boy.
Yeah. I'm sure they said that to him.
I heard that shit you said, boy. How about your Who's outlasting Louisville on the road?
Yes, sir. That was the 19th. They might be in the running for the ACC. They might be. They meet Miami in the ACC championship game.
Listen, Miami is.
Oh, Miami is a different beast.
I may have underestimated Miami.
Who I didn't know Carson Beck was like that. He was in Georgia last year, getting hurt, being a bum. All right, y'all gonna stop slandering me in this motherfucking chat. Fuck y'all.
Listen, Bam. Listen, who's selling off some wide receivers? Who's selling off maybe not a wide receiver 1, but like a wide receiver 2? I might be willing to make part with a 2nd round pick for a wide receiver 2. I need to replace Malik Neighbors, somewhat of Malik Neighbors' points. until Mike Evans comes back.
Yeah, I got nothing for you. All I got is Christian Watson. And he's still on pup. Have they opened the practice window for him yet?
He was practicing this week.
But have they opened the window yet, though?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. That's all I got for you.
All right, you ready to do our week 7 college pick'ems?
Yeah, let's do it.
Listen, I will say you gotta, my brother. Last week you probably had your best week of the season picking them. You are closing the gap though. You're 5 games behind in this one. So
I told you, colleges. I enjoy watching college football, but my pick'ems for college are terrible.
So it's okay, brother. You're only 5 games behind, so you need think about that when you're making some of these picks. You're 5 games behind. Starting out in the MAC Friday night football, number 24 South Florida versus 5-0 North Texas. Talk to me.
Give me USF. Nah, give me North Texas. It's time to start being bold.
North Texas, not bad. It's hard to go on the road and win. I am going to take South Florida. I think they're a really good team. Their only loss was to Miami.
Yeah, take that back. And I don't feel good about that. USF. Yeah, that was stupid.
Here we go. The Battle of the Techs. This is where the ACC crew are going to be this week in Atlanta. Virginia Tech 2-4 versus Georgia Tech, number 13.
Seedless Jalen Hurts is not going to beat Georgia Tech.
Oh, that's funny. Look, go Hokies, go Hokies, go Hokies. Give me Virginia Tech to go on the road and get a win. This is going to be a good one in the Big Ten. Number 1 team in the country, Ohio State, traveling to Illinois. Number 17 team. Illinois came off a really big win, really good win last week.
Yeah, everything in me wants to pick Illinois, but that's Ohio State. Yeah, give me Ohio State.
Ohio State's defense is only averaging like 6 points, 5 or 6 points giving up a game. I'm taking Ohio State until I see otherwise. Bama goes to Columbia, Missouri to play Mizzou, number 14 team in the country. Do you think Mizzou pulls off the upset?
Yep, that is me. Give me Mizzou.
Mizzou's a good one. Listen, I think Kalen DeBoer has this team playing really well. Ty Simpson's, I think he's a really good quarterback. I know everyone was talking about Ryan Woods going into the season, but those other 2 receivers, I think Bernard and the other one, they're really, really good. I'm going to go with Bama to win this game, actually. Here we go. Battle of 3 and 2 in the ACC. University of Pitt versus number 25, Florida State.
Yeah. Florida State revenge game.
I like Florida State, too. I mean, they've had some tough losses, but they've been to some decently good teams. I like Florida State on this one. This is where College Game Day is going to be, right down the road in Eugene. I'm thinking about trying to look for some tickets for it.
You should.
Number 7 Indiana versus number 3 Oregon.
Oregon. Give me Oregon. I can't wait to see what they wear. It's going to be some heat.
Listen, Coach Six said, we don't just beat top 25 teams. We beat the shit out of them. And you know what? I still think that's one of the funniest bars that he said, because he said this right before they played Notre Dame in the championship. I mean, in the college football playoff and got Maleba.
Yes, they did.
Actually, no. He said this during the game day game against, was it Michigan? That's what it was. It was against Michigan. No, it was against Ohio State. That's what it was. Remember last year, that game day?
Mm-hmm. Big mistake.
I'm going to go with Indiana on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Indiana on this one. Red River Rivalry. John Mateer might be back for Oklahoma. He's pushing. We don't know. Texas just lost to Florida and are favored in this game. They're like 2-point favorites, 2.5-point favorites.
This is the game Arch Manning fools us. This is the game where he plays great and Texas wins. Sark isn't going to lose this game.
Man, Oklahoma is good. I'm going to go with the Sooners on this one, but the Sooners defense is really good. I'm going to go with the Sooners on this one. So, Virginia, UVA versus UNC is called the South's oldest rivalry. the Georgia versus Auburn is the Deep South's oldest rivalry. Yeah, I know it's the same thing. I looked this up. I found this out when I was looking up the notes on this game. I'm gonna go with Georgia on this one. I think Kirby Smart will have them boys ready to play, but it's gonna be a tough one, man. Yeah. Auburn ain't no scrubs.
Give me Georgia.
In the surprising Big Ten matchup, Michigan, number 15, traveling out to Southern California to play the Trojans.
Give me SC.
Okay. Listen, I think it's something about these East Coast teams traveling to these West Coast Pac-12 games that's getting to it. I'm actually with you. I like USC to win this one. Here we go. Some Big 12 action. Number 18 BYU versus 4-1 Arizona. I'm going to go with Arizona on this one.
Fuck, man.
I'm going to go with Arizona.
I was going to go Arizona too. Shit.
Go Arizona.
Yeah, I was going to go Arizona.
Number 21 Arizona State versus 4-1 Utah.
I'm going Utah.
Man, going on the road is hard. Arizona State is good. The only thing is, I seen Utah really get embarrassed versus Texas Tech, albeit it was on the road. I'm going to go with Arizona State, though. I'm going to go with Arizona State.
Okay.
South Carolina versus LSU. It's a night game at LSU. Honestly, at the beginning of the season, everyone was thinking this could have been a college game day type of game. Who don't like to go to Baton Rouge? Baton Rouge. Let me tell you something. Go Tigers. Give me LSU.
I have a real deep distaste for Brian Kelly. Give me South Carolina.
There we go. Fresh off the victory versus Texas, Florida travels to College Station. Take on number 5, Texas A&M.
Dog, Florida. This is where Florida comes back down to earth. Boy, A&M might run them off the field.
Yeah, I'm with you. I don't think this one's going to be particularly close. Although I will say Florida's defense is kind of what keeps them in a lot of these games. So I wouldn't be surprised if they are competitive, but ultimately I'm going A&M. So see, we didn't take. Listen,
there's some diversity in there. Like there's a world where I make this interesting, or there's a world where you pull away,
or there's a world where I just bomb some of these picks, like Indiana over Oregon. I might look back on that one and say, what the hell was I thinking? Tech over Georgia Tech, 5-0 team that beat Clemson. Are we kidding me?
Is UVA off this week? No, yeah, they're off this week.
Yeah, I didn't see any of their matchups. Before we get into the WNBA Finals, how excited are you to hear? It's almost that time. NBA on NBC, NBA on Amazon. Obviously, we got the NBA on ESPN. Listen, did you see some of Wemby's highlights from that postseason? Yo, dog. He might be that brother different.
This might be if he stays healthy. This might be Defensive Player of the Year for sure. Blocking stuff like that.
LeBron, don't do that again.
No.
Don't do that again.
Did you see how ticket prices spiked for the last home game? I'd be pissed if I bought a ticket yesterday.
Now you sitting there. Then you sitting there like liquor.
Hennessy at that. You talk about racially charged. I was so angry.
Oh, you thought he set our people back?
Hennessy. We're going to have a conversation about Hennessy one day in the offseason where times are slow, but we're going to have a real conversation about Hennessy.
It's not all that, you saying?
It's disgusting. Hennessy is gross, and our people have been chained to think that we're supposed to drink Hennessy. Free yourself of that.
You got to
see.
One
last time we had Hennessy and thought it was good.
Listen, they had to start putting it in songs, and that's what made it cool.
They had to start infusing it into food to hide the taste.
Is Douce good?
No.
Might be brown. Look at him.
I love whiskey and brown liquor. Maybe I'm just not a cognac kind of man.
Maybe. You're an Aces type of man, though. Talk to me about the WNBA Finals.
Oh,
Aces
buddy.
up 2-0. Thoughts
Asia,
on the series, game 1 to game 2, and where we stand?
Asia and Jackie been cooking. That's been the difference. And Satu and Alyssa Thomas have not. Satu hurt her ankle. Game 2. She is scheduled to play tomorrow. Game 3 in Phoenix. This is out of 7, so Aces are halfway home. I just think we are seeing Asia reach her not her final form, but like her peak. Like she's the best basketball player on the planet when she wants to be. Same with Jackie. Like Asia had 28, Jackie had 30. Ain't nothing you can do about that. Man. Dana Evans stepped up game 1. That's your role player game. And then game 2, your superstars take over. You get one in Phoenix. You come home and you win your 3rd title in 4 years.
What would that say? What would that say about Asia and the Aces if they were able to pull this off? You think? In the next
now they're in the conversation with the 2010 Lynx, right? Like Minnesota had that dynasty with Maya Moore and Simone Augustus. Like now they're like those two are looking eye to eye. Like those two teams are comparable, and we let Asia get 2 more. Now we're talking about the best basketball player ever of that league.
We could be seeing the Michael.
I think she had 20 in the first quarter the other night. Quarters of 10 minutes. Oh, she had 20 and a half. I'm sorry. She had 20 and a half.
Dang.
10 minutes. That's it. Quarters 10 minutes. That's a point a minute.
What are your thoughts on Fee canceling that upcoming meeting with Kathy after that press conference that Kathy?
Yeah, a lockout's coming. I've been saying this for months. That relationship has deteriorated. I think the Players Association, the Women's Union, they have enough leverage where they can say we're not going to negotiate unless Kathy is gone. And I think they're going to play that card. They have so much leverage, like unrivaled existing, and the fact that women go overseas to play basketball anyway to supplement their income and they still have that option.
Just don't go to Russia.
Just don't go to Russia. But there are more options for women to play for the same or more money in other places. They have all the leverage. The W needs them more than they need the W right now. So they can 100% say we're not negotiating shit until Kathy is gone.
Bam, that comment is giving a little "you people" vibes.
Yeah, so Bam said, "Amen. Hennessy is nasty. Black people love a brand name." Whoa.
I'm telling you, that's giving a little "you people."
Go outside and smell the blackness, friend.
Very you people-ish. Listen, if there's WNBA lockout on the way, I will be watching a lot more Unrivaled. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, same. Now I was just saying the articles that are coming out about how at the very beginning the W thought Unrivaled was a direct competitor to them. It's like, no, you're 2 ships passing in the night, like just fumbling at every chance.
You gotta look at the leadership. Speaking of leaderships, what are your thoughts on WWE leadership putting WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia?
It was inevitable, man. Like it was like one thing about that Saudi money, it come at a price.
It was so much money. They've had to say, you know what? You got it.
We gave you all this money.
Yeah. What do you think about some superstars who may have a problem like with Saudi Arabia, may not even want to go over there, and they basically gonna tell you, you're gonna bring your ass over here. Or not get paid.
You ain't got no choice. You're independent contractors. Remember when wrestlers tried to unionize and Hulk Hogan snitched and Vince busted that shit wide open? It ain't happened since. They're independent contractors. They really don't have any rights. So if Triple H said, yo, you going to Saudi Arabia, when we going?
And then you think about why they booed that man off the stage before he passed away.
In this, I've been following, but I haven't been watching because it's not interesting right now. Like, what is Brock Lesnar's purpose? Why is Brock here? Right? Because he came, it's John Cena's last year. Okay, they had the match. He lost. Cena lost. Like, why is Brock still around? Like, what is his motivation? Or is it, I'm Brock Lesnar, I'm here because I can be here?
Or is it, I'm Brock Lesnar, I might be joining the Vision?
Brock Lesnar got a weird case. Why is he around?
I don't know what's funnier, your remix bar or Bam's conspiracy. Yo, Bam loves a good conspiracy, brother. I know he'd be sitting there with,
buddy.
I just know at some point in his life, Bam ended sentence with, "Think about it, my brother." The white man's plot is what you believed in your mind, and their apprentices and seeds to grow the flowers of disbelief and self-belief. Think about it, my brother. That's not Bam?
Nah, he not that bad, but I think he would say he'd leave the brother off. Think about it with the inflection about it.
Think about it. Think about it. John Harbaugh has to be a double agent. All he does is blow double-digit leads. Look it up. That's like Bam. Bam, how much of a double agent is John Harbaugh, you think? And while we do that, Crown Jewel, these are some of the matches. Seth versus Cody, Tiffany versus Stephanie, John Cena versus AJ Styles, Roman versus Bronson Reed. Listen, this Crown Jewel, I don't know, man.
What the fuck is an Australian street fight? Just call it a street fight.
They're gonna be fighting with
and
wombats.
They're gonna have a kangaroo in a cage. Like, what we doing here?
And some wombats.
They're gonna give some of them big ass spiders. Like, what is an Australian street fight? Stop.
And some wombats.
And some wombats.
You gotta have some wombats. Listen, an Australian street fight is what Mark Sanchez thought he was in. That's why he got diced up because of it. Mark Sanchez, I don't know what the hell you had going on that day, but if fuck around and find out let me tell you something. When I saw the pictures of the DoorDash driver, I said, Mark Sanchez, you are going to jail.
That man got stabbed in the chest, was in critical condition. Doctors saved his life. You wake up, the feds standing right there saying, "Hey, dog, you under arrest." What the fuck?
Like, what was going on that day, Mark? What
were you doing in that alley that you had to yell at an old man to move his car? He's collecting grease.
And he told his ass up.
At a Marriott, dog, not at a bar. A Marriott.
That's where they kept him. It's the hotel.
What are you doing in the Marriott alley that requires you to scream at an old man and get pieced up? Sprayed him with pepper spray, didn't work. He's like, "All right, dog, guess I got to stab you." Got stabbed and walked away. Did you see the video of him walking away?
Blood all on the shirt.
Hey, dog.
I said, "Yeah, you going to jail, buddy.
You are going to jail."
If he lives.
Oh, he gonna live long enough to go to jail.
Speaking of jail, what are your thoughts on Diddy's sentencing? He's got 50 additional months.
That's about. Feels like it should be longer, but it feels like that's what it was. The funniest part about it's not funny. The part that got me was when the judge was like, "I feel like if I let you go right now, you'd go do this again."
A lot of people are saying, how you get this many years from being freaky? I'm going to be honest with you. He was on trial for soliciting prostitution. I don't really know. Listen, I don't know anything about prostitution, man. That's not my bag of tricks, nor do I want to act like I know about prostitution, but damn, Diddy, that's a lot of years.
See you in 2030.
2030? Yeah, 2030. 2030. Um, Nicki versus Cardi B. It needs to stop.
Yeah, they just need to go fight.
They did.
No, they need to go fight.
They did before. Remember at the Met Gala?
No. You're not hearing me.
Cardi threw the shoe.
They need an Australian street fight.
Yeah, but I think with them, I don't know if it's going to be a lot of fisticuffs with that one.
That's true. Cardi, give birth. Do not fight pregnant. I can't believe we have to say that. Do not fight a woman while you're pregnant.
The Mariners are up 5-1 on the Tigers, and the Blue Jays just put, oof, man.
Blue Jays are blowing these boys out.
Damn, the Yankees doing this at home. You know, it's crazy. Watch that viewership drop if the Yankees get knocked out of the playoffs. I think it's still going to be watched, but you know how big of a draw the Yankees are.
Yes, I do.
Shout out to George Russell winning the Singapore Grand Prix. The big story out of this one is McLaren won the Constructors Championship.
Okay.
Early, they have a lot of races left to go, but in doing so, the Drivers' Championship is up for grabs because Lando Norris and Oscar are battling for it, and Lando kind of had an aggressive pass that kind of made contact with Oscar, and the team didn't make him like McLaren. The team didn't make him give up that position, and now people feel a way about it.
Some spice.
McLaren got some spice going with what's going on. It's scary. Not scary. It's exciting. I think this is going to be one of the more exciting ends to a Formula One season since Lewis versus Max a couple years ago. So this is really, really, really exciting. And I'm just curious to see what McLaren as a team does now that they've won the Constructors Championship. Now you can let these guys race, but you want to make sure they get to the end of the line. But yeah, they're about to just let these guys race. They clinched so early though, so they can really let these guys just race now.
Yeah, so they've been dominating.
Oh yeah, they've 1-2'd a lot of races this year. Kyle, the Blue Jays fan, says, "Let's bring the World Series back to Canada." I don't know. It's looking like it might be on the way. It certainly looks like the Conference Series is going to be coming back to Canada. Toronto up 6-1, top of the third. They got a runner on first. Adrian Jimenez at bat right now. He was hit by a pitch on his first at bat. Here he goes. Cruz with the pitch. Looks like it's down, and that's going to be an easy play at first. That's what it's looking like. So, looks like the Yankees get out of there down 6-1. Headed to what?
Bottom of the third.
Looks like we're heading to the bottom of the third. Yankees got some soul searching to do if they want to keep their series alive, or their season alive, I should mean. Let me ask you something. What would you do if you had a sibling, maybe that you found out was smoking a little reefer?
Smoking reefer, that's fine. Well, my sister takes gummies. Like, she's a big THC. Like, she doesn't smoke weed, but she ingests.
But how old is she?
She's 3 years older than me, so her late 30s.
What would your sister have done if she found out you were smoking in high school?
She wouldn't have said anything. She would have said, "Be careful. Don't be an idiot." But I don't think she would have done anything.
These chaps nowadays, boy. These chaps nowadays.
You had to put your foot down?
You know what's funny at family reunions? How family, they quick to make something a joke. And it gets joked about, whether you like it or not. Everyone's going to look at you. And people going to look at you crazy if you don't like it. It's like, they're going to say, "Well, you did it, Negro."
That's how you know it's bad, when they hit you with the Negro.
Yeah. Kyle said in game 2, Yankees were hitting a lot better against the bullpens. Let's see what happens in the sixth inning. Yeah, let me look back at some of these pick'ems for the week, see if I feel good. You know what? I'm sorry. I am going to take the Patriots. over the Saints. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to go back on that one.
That's fair.
Yeah. Nobody has the Browns winning their first game this week, huh?
No, we don't.
The Rico Dowdle game, though, I'm telling y'all, the Rico Dowdle revenge game versus the Cowboys might be something.
You buying into that?
He rushed for over 200 versus the Dolphins last week.
I'm not saying it's wrong to think that. I was just asking if you're in on that.
Well, I did take the Panthers over the Cowboys.
Well, so you are in.
So I'm in on it. And I'm going to put a $1 parlay on this. Bam says weed messes up the adolescent brain. I might say that. It messes up the adolescent brain, boy.
What?
Bam, was you smoking that reefer? Is that, are you talking from experience? Or?
Don't confess. Well, he might. I don't think so, though. He might.
Sipping on that scissor, smoking on that reefer. Juicy J and them boys was 3-6 Mafia. Mafia!
Nothing like it.
Listen.
I think that's it. Sorry, I'm trying to do 6 things at once.
What you trying to do, brother?
Well, my mother called. We're throwing our party on Saturday, so
family birthday parties are extremely fun. I'm really listen. I'm actually really okay with how my horn duck season is going to go. Like if the season's going to go this way, it's better to happen late so that I can just try to stay competitive and just try to have pride and set some lineups every week. But without neighbors, man, it's tough. It's tough.
Can't tank it.
We need our guy. Huh?
Can't tank. Bam. Can't tank.
Yo, if there was a way to make that dynasty league like a real auction league, like an auction league where
that'd be fun.
Because if you think Greg's trades are bad now, imagine if there was like a real cap space behind it.
No, I don't want to imagine that at all.
Listen, last week we picked them well in the NFL. We picked them well. Shout out to the Saints, Colts, Broncos, Texans, Lions. They held it down for us. Bam said your invite must be in the mail.
Talk to your aunt, Bam. This party is very small.
Damn. Oh no. Shit. Y'all ain't invite Bam. Hey boy, I ain't want you to come, boy.
She
ain't want you to come.
Very limited.
Bam, I ain't never heard of family parties being limited. That's all I'm gonna say. Damn.
That's fine.
Sorry about that, brother.
Now I feel terrible. She didn't invite a lot of people. And not like because she didn't love them, but.
Wait, how old is it? How's she turning?
Shit, I forgot.
Listen, brother. What's your thoughts on Trump basically saying they're gonna do a UFC fight at the White House?
Unserious.
I was like, well,
that's what they're gonna walk from the Oval Office to the ring. That's what he's gonna reveal the Nazi flag.
Yo, that guy is how. Listen, man.
Before we go, Bam, would you have came? Because no children are invited.
He said we coming to Tanya's.
What? See, I'm gonna tell her.
So Bam said he coming anyway.
I don't care.
So Bam also said he's not trying to tank. It happens naturally. I don't know. Some of them trades you was making.
Bam, I can't wait to see you at Tanya's.
Can you believe I really was able to trade for Josh Allen? And all I had to do was give away Trevor Lawrence?
No. Where can the people find you, D?
Quentin Johnston really want 40 a year.
Yeah, me too.
You crazy as hell. Ladies and gentlemen, you can find me at Los Demix. That's at LOSDEEMIX across all socials. And remember, if I can extend Quentin Johnston, you can end that bad habit of yours, or you could stop texting that ex-girlfriend or boyfriend. Danny, where can the people find you?
Find me at Danny Ocean 41. You can find us at _pod. We're here every Tuesday night, 7:30 ish. We will be next week is 200. We should probably be playing something special for 200. We should start getting on that.
Listen. Maybe for episode 200. Maybe for episode 200, we can invite Akili in so we can see.
Yes.
So we can just make sure he got to have the painting of Master Kai, Piccolo, the Blue Power Ranger, the Black Power Rangers, Snoopy, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac playing cards at the table again. I need that picture. Bring in Akili, Kyle, and
Bam.
Bam. Yeah. Oh, brother.
We'll catch y'all next week.